Good evening, everyone. My name is Jerome Campbell. In the group, we have Shalane Dove and Raymond Francis. All right, so let's begin our discussion. Shalane, do you think we have to go to college to be successful?
Yes and no. So yes. In some instances where a certain jobs, most employers ask for persons that have degree. So if you don't have any degree or anything of that sort, you wouldn't be eligible for the job. And no, it depends on the career field that you're going in. You don't need to go to college. So that's basically my point. Over to you, Raymond.
That's true. I think this is one of those things where two things can be true at the same time. Um, some fields, definitely you are required to have higher education, whereas others, it may rest heavily or more heavily with the experience you gain along the way. For instance, I would not want a psychologist who has not been college educated to be giving me any type of instructions. Yes. But perhaps if I need a mechanic, then maybe college education would not be of such importance. I would look at how much experience the person probably have and how long they've been doing the job. So in some aspects, you will definitely need it as a hiring manager. I would not see myself hiring an accountant who is without college education. But then for other jobs, it may not be a requirement.
Okay. And I support both views. All right. So, um, kind of messed up. And just to support you, empirical data is there to show that you don't necessarily have to go to college to be successful. But how these persons become successful without going to college? So these persons can acquire the necessary skills through on-the-job training, which is better than going to a classroom to listen to a lecturer, if you understand what I am saying.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's just look at Michael Dell. So Michael Dell, he started out going to college, but he got a side job. So he started to repair computers. And from I think he did 1 year in college, and then he got dropped out. He dropped out. But look at Michael Dell in today's world. He's one of those wealthy persons. He's one of those world leaders. So he is famous for Dell computers. So that just goes to show that you don't necessarily have to go to college to be successful. But nevertheless, we cannot rule out the fact that most companies hire individuals who are more qualified. Just like Shalane said earlier, some companies they are not going to hire you for one of those top positions if you are not a university graduate or you don't go to college. I choose to further my education in information technology because every day technology improves and I need to keep up to date with such occurrences. Going to school will also give me an opportunity to be to reach one of those top positions. Eh? So I going to school, going to college, you don't necessarily have to go to college to be successful. So I think that's just it for me.
Yeah. And then the
Okay, so you're on the floor, Raymond. You can go ahead.
yeah, I was saying that I believe college education when it comes on to the more traditional traditional job roles, you would see where it would be needed for those more than the others that are coming up. Say the doctors, the lawyers, they would definitely need higher education. Me personally, working in the accounting and financial management sphere, I know that I will not get very far without attaining at least a first degree. You pick up the Sunday paper and you will realize that a lot of the key positions, especially those the C-suite position, those talking about the chief accountant or the chief financial officer, they will outline that you must have certain levels of college education. That is why I am doing my BSc now in accounting and financial management, and for self-actualization as well.
Okay. So it's over to you, Dove.
All right, so basically, my reason for pursuing my degree that I'm doing now, which is bachelor's in criminology and criminal justice, is because it's something that I wanted to do from I was in high school. I wanted to be a lawyer. Because I think that um justice must be served. And for persons that are not able to seek justice for themselves, they hire somebody to do that. So yeah. And everyone deserve a fair trial. So that's the reason for my pursuing of this degree, this bachelor's degree. That's basically it.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Raymond?
No, that's it.
All right. So in summary, we all share the same views because we do not necessarily have to go to college to be successful. And the
Right.
answer to that is yes and no, because as we discussed earlier, certain positions you are required to have that level of education or qualification. And in
Right.
some cases you don't need qualification. And uh, the example I brought on earlier with Michael Dell, you see, he's now one of those wealthy persons, and he didn't go to college. Well, he started, but he didn't finish college. And now he's one of those rare leaders. Eh? So for certain jobs, as I said, you are required to have a qualification in the particular field. And for some jobs, you just learn the job while you are there working. So I think that's just about it for group 7. That's our little discussion.